All right, welcome everybody. Hello, and welcome to the final day of this January Nova Cup stream. We had some fantastic games yesterday, and I'm very excited to have joining me on the cast today. It's Nico and Toykan. Hello, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
How are
Hello
you?
all.
Having a lovely evening, I hope.
Yeah, of
Absolutely.
course. I'm actually hyped for the cast. It's been a while.
It has been a while. Toykan, me and you, I think we did some casts back in the very early Legion days on like Legion in-house league and stuff like that. So we're talking years ago now, and it is.
Yeah,
It's,
2018, 2019, I
yeah,
guess.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Nico wasn't even born then. Like this is this is a really long time ago.
You guys are old.
we are old.
Has
But it,
Toykan ever casted like the Nova Finals before? This is the first time, right?
Yeah, this is the
yeah,
first time
yeah.
Nova, like even on the main channel. I did some casts with Ofma on the second channel, but this
Yeah.
is the first time on the main channel and the finals.
Well, the main channel is all the better to have you here, Toykan. So this is I'm really excited to cast with you guys, and we've got some really cool games coming up as well. So the first semi-final is going to be C20 G20 420. That is of course Atrocity and a Damned. They're going to be playing up against Team Yomo. So that is Mr. Slickens and Joke on You. Pretty fun matchup, I think. What do you guys think about those two teams?
I think C20, G20 has like the edge overall, but the randomness of Elliot and Joke can win them some games.
Mhm.
So I think the C20 G20 is favorite, but let's see. Maybe with some random sense in between, they can win.
Yeah, yeah. Nico?
Mhm. Yeah, I think they have the edge, but at the same time, like C20, G20 kind of plays the meta. Atrocity with knowing which units are OP right now, with his positioning that no one really doubts, as he knows his positioning is like muscle memory at this point,
Mhm.
and Adams rarely makes mistakes. And every push, every starve kind of has an intention behind it. But at the same time, Joke on You is almost never behind on income. Like even if you manage to leak him, he somehow is still keeping up or is ahead, and Elliot is a wild card. So
He's
it
definitely a wild card. Yeah, yeah. I think that's fair to say.
yeah, it could go either way.
Yeah.
But I'm rooting for the underdogs here.
Yeah, I'm rooting for the underdogs as well. I think I agree with your assessment. Both, I think C20 G20 have the edge. Like if we're just looking at the numbers, but my heart is definitely with Team Yomo. I mean, these guys have done pretty well the few times that we've seen them on Nova Cup. I think last time they made it at least to the semi-finals, and they're definitely a bit of a dark horse. Like they're certainly one of the more for fun teams in Nova
Yeah.
Cup. You know, they probably don't take it as seriously as some of the other teams. They like to mess about. They're definitely going to be locking in YOLO and stuff like that. But they're still both really good players, you know, and
Yeah, yeah.
they certainly have a chance. So I'm excited to see this matchup. I think this is like you've got the cold hard logic of C20 G20 on
Yeah.
one side, and then you've got the absolute just chaos elements of Team Yomo on the other side. So I think it's a really interesting matchup, and yeah, I'm definitely rooting for the underdogs. I want Yomo to go all the way this time.
Well, Joke and Elliot are also a little bit underrated due to their behavior, right?
Hmm.
Elliot because of his stream behavior, and
Yeah,
yeah, Joke is always trolling, you know.
yeah,
So
true, true.
if they play serious, they can pull something off.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Slickin's obviously very entertaining streamer. If anyone in Twitch who doesn't log into his stream, make sure you do. He's so much fun to watch. Um, but like you say, like he is kind of playing with half his brain when he's streaming because the other half is entertaining the stream. So when he gets to lock in and play during Nova, he's quite a scary player, honestly. And same for Joke. Like when he's not trolling, he's a very very strong player. So I'm excited to see what these guys have in store for us. Do we have a lobby available yet? We should, right?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
already waiting.
Uh, and
But
I also
Adamus is not here yet, so
Okay, okay. We've got a couple of minutes.
uh, 8. Yeah. And also, I think Joke and Elliot really balance each other out. Like,
Mhm.
Joke really likes to go for the punish, and sometimes trust himself with the cope sense that work the second time or the third time or even the fourth time. And Elliot really likes his income. He really likes his income. It was a few days ago where I was like, I wanted him to save, and I feel like he was going to burn me alive, and I made him save for like four waves. And
That is pretty cringe, Nico. 4 waves? I mean, come on, man. That's rude.
That's way too much. That's not respectable gaming.
That's not respectable gaming.
I have trained in the other depths, okay?
Okay.
I've not only trained in the income depths, I have been in the dark side as well.
Yeah. You've been training in the salt mines, I see. Very good. What kind of so we've talked a lot about the kind of for fun gameplay then coming out of
Yeah.
Team Yomo. What sort of gameplay are we expecting from C20, G20? Like what would you say these players are known for?
I expect champion, chaos,
Mhm.
evolution, scaling masterminds.
Yeah.
From what I saw yesterday, they kind of play champion chaos combinations, kind of those kind of stable masterminds combinations.
Mhm.
And also, from what I saw, it were like one of the highest win rate masterminds, which they play. So
Champion definitely is, yeah. Champion
yeah,
is right up there. I mean, like if you get the right units to put Champion on, it's insane. Like Pipsqueak with Champion, you're just effectively unleakable for the entire early game, and then Lumerian obviously is insane with the Champion buff. Things like Priestess of the Abyss, Nightmare Butcher, the Champion. If you hit the right unit in your role, your game is just set. You're in a really strong
Yeah.
position from wave 1.
even on the Sakura, it becomes a machine. Like after wave 10, it shoots so fast, and it's impossible to die.
Hmm. Yeah.
And I also think it depends on the spells, of course. Like if you have very aggressive spells, they might choose something else. I know that the Dams has also been training some aristocrat. I don't know why, but he's been playing that a lot recently.
Yeah, he played that both of
They-
the series that we saw yesterday. Like he locks it in first game, Aristocrat. There we
Yeah.
go.
Oh.
We were busy nattering, and the players are actually ready for the game. So, guys, game number 1 of the semi-finals is here. We have C20, G20 on the left. We have Team Yomo on the right, and this is going to be a pretty exciting game. If Elliot ever manages to load into the lobby, that is. So we might have to keep padding for a little bit longer just to give him a chance to load the game.
Oh, he's loading now.
He's loading.
Nice.
Okay. All right. So let's go. He's actually still loading.
Yes, there we are.
There we go.
Ooh.
Okay, immediately we see like Sorcerer in game, strong on Hades, Poda. So you might expect a champion this time as a mastermind. Yeah, and Atrocity picks it.
I told you is aristocrat for some reason. I have no idea why, but it is aristocrat.
Yeah,
The joke
Aristocrat
on
and
you on the
champion.
YOLO?
Joke is always YOLO. It's he's committing to the bit. This is Team Yomo after all.
He kinda has a decent YOLO roll with flying Skybots and the Tempest and the Priest to start. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not terrible. He's gonna have a bit of a weird like mid game issue where he can't really afford anything other than Tempests and Rats. But I mean, if he makes it to the late game and just places a gate or a skybot every wave, I think he's going to be fine.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's a
And-
playable YOLO roll for sure.
And Elliot with the Saboteur, did he played it like yesterday too? Or you didn't check?
I didn't check the Mastermind picks yesterday. No. But Saboteur pretty cool there for Demon Shepherd as well. So 2 very high income Masterminds there with Saboteur and YOLO versus 2. Well, Aristocrat has 5 income, right? So not terrible. But
Yes.
Champion is 0 income.
Is it 0 income?
Champion, yeah.
I am.
Champion
do
even
you
gets
follow-
negative income on wave 11, right? You get like a 10 income penalty.
Yes.
That's the price you pay for having the insane champion buff.
And I really like the egg in Dam's role. Think it's a pretty good. Like, is that the only tier 6 unit that he has? I think that's the only one for now.
For now, yeah, he still has a reroll.
Egg is always tough to play with an aggressive spell in game. Because most of the time you want to place them on 11 or 12, and with an aggressive spell in the game it becomes a bit harder.
Yeah.
But
Sorcerer
Joe
is available as well. We saw some really interesting sorcerer usage yesterday on like Hellgates, on a King Claw even, which was really good from Valus.
Yeah, King Claw has a really small mana pool, right?
Yeah, like 12 mana. It was basically constantly clapping. It was pretty fun to watch.
Did he
Joke
also
at
have
the target.
steeds?
No steeds, but the sorcerer buff is already insane. It's probably like 3 or 4 times the normal mana regen of a King Claw, so it was just casting like every second attack basically.
Wow.
Everyone is on 6 workers now. I expect Joke to push to 7 after receiving the king up. I'm not sure about sending a king up into the priestess on wave 2. Kinda give them a free push.
Yep.
And we have the first power mercenary sent by Atrocity into
Oh, into a casket. That's not going to pay off, I think.
the...
Yeah, Elliot went for the 6 workers and sold his bone warrior here.
I think this is going to be an easy hold. The Crusher is gonna tank the Robo for a while, and Casket will just clear the wave.
I mean, the casket is already kind of soloing wave 3, right? So the Bone Crusher is just icing on top, so he should be absolutely fine. And yeah, doesn't
Meanwhile,
even lose the Bone Crusher.
Is leaking pretty bad here to the Fiend. And also Atrocity is leaking to the income.
Yeah, I didn't see a Dam's Lane at all. Sorry, I was just fixing some audio issues. But yeah, that's crazy. What was a Dam's Lane? He was just too greedy. He had these 2 units and got a Fiend on 3.
He could have expected it, because Elliot was already the 6 workers. So, going really greedy there for Adamus.
So far we have an advantage on the right side. What do you guys think of the Pixie by Joke in split with Pota?
I think he's just kind of making the best of his role, right? So he wants a range unit in the split, and basically his only choice is Pixie or Tempest, so yeah, he makes it work. It might make wave 5 a bit weird, but I think he's absolutely fine to pull the boss onto the Pixie.
Yeah, you're kind of safe on wave 5 anyway with the Poda. Don't have to be afraid.
Oh, here's quite a big send, actually. Wave 5 into the Pipsqueak coming out from Demon Shepherd. So we've got Brute Robo already. He will be able to add a Snail as well if he wants to. But Adams has that Mudman, so pretty solid tank value. And Lumerian is just insane on wave 5, right? So as long as he can keep that thing alive, he should be fine.
Yeah, he should be fine. But Joke in the meantime is saving his Bithium. He is sitting on 120 now. So I expect a wave 6 send for him. Try to protect the wave 7.
He's still leaking, but not terribly. Like, he's killing everything apart from the Brute and the Robo.
And I mean, Atrocity is very, very hard to leak with this Rogue Champion.
Yeah.
Nightmare. He could just upgrade the Oathbreaker and he easy holds if it smurfs.
Joke is going for a big send here, though, on wave 6. So we've got... It's going to be a quadruple Robo coming into Atrocity's lane. His board is good, and yeah, he sells a Chain Fist. That'll be the Violet, I'm sure. He could go Yuzora as well.
Or perhaps the Big Breaky?
Ah, Big Breaky. Okay.
If it smurfs, it just clears the whole wave, and I think with this positioning, it should tank a decent amount.
Well, let's see. It should tank the 3+2 robos. Yeah, it does. But his other units are going to tank the right side split, so that keeps the Breaky alive for a while.
It's just an
Oh, the
easy
Nightmare's
hold.
even tanking
Yeah.
more. It's just a hold. It's a full hold. Wow.
It's not even close.
Yeah, minus 140, making it look easy. Nightmare still has half its hit points.
And
That's
it's
the
also
thing.
holding.
Yeah, he's just about holding the Fiend. Great job.
And that's the thing about sending into Atrocity, because he does have a tendency to under push, but at the same time, he knows his positioning, so he really needs to be under to leak the power sense.
Yeah,
Because when he adds the value, it's like with a very good, efficient use of his units, and it's like a big pain to send into this guy early game. Late game, he's more susceptible, in my opinion, but like early game, sometimes I want to smash my head into the desk when I need to send into this guy.
Well, this game he's already behind in income compared to the others. And he still gets his -10 after the 10.
Yeah, that's true. That's potentially scary for him. Now, Joke is receiving a pretty big send here. There's Mole Brute on wave 7. He will be leaking, but again, he's done a pretty fine job here, honestly. Does he get one more? Not quite. 62% to a 180, though. That's fine. His teammates holding and covering. They won't take any king damage.
But he's also 8 workers, like lowest worker in
Oh,
the
wow,
game.
yeah, actually, now you mention it, that's a big deficit in terms of workers.
He also had the Pixie, and I think it died every wave. So
Sure. But does that compensate for the workers, Toykin?
A little, but it doesn't make up like a 5 worker difference, no.
Because his
he's-
build is like he needs to overbuild a bit.
he's like 30 behind now from Atrocity.
Atrocity's income has caught up pretty well, though. He's 110 now, but Demon Shepherd, I mean, he has a solid amount of Mythium in the bank. I wonder if it's just going to be a wave 10? Oh, he actually... Is that a post-income mole here on 8? It is, right?
I think it is, yeah.
Wow, okay.
And this is the randomness we talked
Yeah.
about, right?
Oh, the
Going for
pipsqueak.
these kind of plays.
I
Oh,
mean,
it's
this split
dying.
tanking is just incredible here from
No,
Madame.
but it's dying.
It is
He's full
dying
housing.
eventually. The mole just kind of
It's full
gliding
housing.
across the lane.
Oh,
And Atrocity
it worked.
leaks as well. Okay, well here's the first real action of the game on wave 8. Is Joke going to be
This
the
is
only one
going to
holding?
be-
His
Joke
priestess,
needs to
he leaks as
hold it.
well, but very small. C20, G20, they're taking quite a bit of king damage here though.
Yeah, the mole is doing so much damage on the king. So now they are in one-shot range. This is interesting.
They're in one-shot range and all-out assault is available as well, so
Yes.
that's kind of looking
Without-
pretty scary.
Without a really defensive spell, you can say sorcerer or smite, but yeah, not the best.
Yeah.
And Joke is making their king strong, and since they have more HP, it's opting for the income.
Yeah, I'm not sure
Where
about that
then-
though, because they have like a really
Yeah.
good kill angle on 11 with the all out, right? I mean they've got decent tanks, but you know, 4 eyes or 2, I don't see them holding.
Atrocity is pretty strong though. Like there is smite in game,
Yeah,
which gives you a decent amount of gold to be able to defend.
that's true.
And he does have a champion Nightmare, and he also has Mudman, Gates. He does have quite good answers for 11.
I think a Sorcerer Violet might actually be insane as well on wave 11.
Oh, we see Elliot is going for the mole here.
Okay. Yeah, Violet has a 7 mana pool. Sorcerer's going to make that thing go crazy.
And Atrocity is sending an ogre into Elliot. Elliot is nothing for this wave.
Yeah, so Demon Shepherd, he's going to be leaking quite badly, I think. I mean, he has an alpha male, but like that's the one good unit on his board here for wave
Yeah.
10.
And also, Joke isn't looking that great. I'm surprised that Adamus is going for the income. I
Yeah.
guess it's the value that scared him.
Joke's just on very high value, but he needs to be able to cover for his teammate, right? Because Shepard's going to be leaking quite a lot here, I fear.
Yeah, and they can't really do the king ups. Meanwhile, Adamus is also leaking. He also doesn't have any answer for this wave.
Yeah, that's a
Although he
67 there
did
for
have
the
the
Shepherd.
scrapping.
And Adam's a baby leak there. Their
We
King
can see
HP's regenerating, by the way. They're already above 40%.
Is it an all-out 12 play now for them, for Elliot and Joke?
I mean, I guess.
Atrocity is very hard to leak on 12. I think Dams is definitely leaking, no question. But if Atrocity holds, like everyone's saving.
Yeah, everyone saves here. Do we get the aggressive
Joke
spell?
already.
No, we have Sorcerer pickup from Joke. It is very strong on an Azaria.
We have a sorcerer on Violet, like you said, Penny.
Mm-hmm.
Atrocity also knows the biz.
I'm interested to see this Violet go.
It will go off. He even has the steeds.
Yeah. It's a lot of mana, that Violet.
Yeah. So everyone's saving their bricks. Elliot is going for the aggressive play. That's kind of weird that Elliot decides to go aggressive. Maybe Joke will go for income then on 12.
Yeah.
Income king.
I could even go 13, 14. Yeah, the Violet Caspi, guys, it's pretty crazy.
But when I look at, like, this is Atrocity's final roll, guys, and it is not a good late game in my opinion. He has,
Atrocity.
yeah, this is his final role now. Like, it's primarily tanks.
He has gates. Like, if having tanks and
Yeah.
gates is pretty good.
But gates are way worse with the new feast mechanic on 18, from 18 on.
True.
They kinda terrible now, because every unit is feasting on them in the late game. So once
What
you
is
get the
the new
circles
feast
complete...
mechanic?
Sorry?
What is the new feast mechanic, Token?
That it
On
gets
18?
HP from the kills it makes. So...
Is it new?
It's since this patch, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
January patch, yeah. They gain max HP, I think, not just healing.
Yes. Yes, max HP.
I gotta check out the damage on this Violet. It's it's pretty high. It's keeping up with a doppelganger in damage.
It's kinda bad that we don't have another Violet to compare to.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so we are going to see a 14 cent from everyone.
If it comes to 14, I think Atrocity and Adams have got the best rolls. Like, you're going to be sending 14 into Sovereign, into Doppelganger, Hardened Golem tank value as well. Meanwhile, Joke has kind of Gates and Leviathans, and Demon Shepherd has an interesting set of units on his board currently. So I think like a 14 trade probably favours C20.
Yeah.
And I mean, Adams has the new unit, which is pretty busted, and a sorcerer.
Yeah, scrappy. Like if you spend the 50 gold to boost this thing, it is just insane, right? Like it kind of auto holds wave 14. I think he's going to be fine.
Yes.
In fact, I wonder if Team Yomo just go for an income send even.
I mean, Joke has a chance of doing incredibly well. It's just my concern is the Skybot dying too quickly to the split.
They
they
do
are
go
going for
full on both sides, so we'll have to see. I'm kind of scared for Team Yomo, honestly. I think they might die here.
Does he get the upgrades? No, it doesn't.
Elliot is going for the Dread Knight here. It's pretty an interesting choice.
And what else can he do, really? Like, well, I suppose casket spam would be good.
It's better on this wave, but on the other hand, he doesn't. He kind of lacks the damage. Let's see, maybe the sorcerer Boda can do something here.
This Dread Knight
It
needs
is
to stay
tanky
alive.
quite
He is killing
nicely.
his APS and Dark Mage, which is... Maybe it's okay just to kite the wave for long enough. The Dread Knight is summoning a bunch of clones there, but it looks like his front line is down. This should be a leak here from Demon Shepherd. Yeah, his DK is going, gone. There go the last two clones. That's a 70% leak. Joke did better, but it's still 40 over there. And meanwhile, the real problem is Atrocity barely leaking, and Adams... I mean, I
Yeah.
think the Ghost Knight makes it through, just barely. But yeah, let's essentially 2 holds on that side. Team Yomo, will they even survive this? Because it's a lot of creeps reaching the king.
With the
Nah.
ogres. No,
They are dead. There you go. Wow. Alright.
This is the hard part versus Atrocity and Adamus.
Yeah, they just don't make mistakes in the mid late game, right?
Yes.
They're shot calling. They're the way that they see the line. They know they have a big advantage on wave 14, so they just force it. They play for that outcome all the way from like wave 10 onwards, right? They know what has to happen, how to make it happen, and it doesn't really give Joke and Demon Shepherd much wiggle room. They're kind of forced to play the game at their opponent's speed, and yeah, it obviously doesn't work out for them. So
Well, Joke also kind of gave it away on wave 9, right? With his income. So they were in one-shot range. They maybe could pull something off with an all-out play both.
mhm.
Try to decide their own pace, but they decided to go for the income.
Yeah, well, exactly right. So we kind of called it at the time that the Wave 9 send seemed like a bit of a mistake when they had all-out assault available. Their opponent, like you say, they're in one-shot range, so it kind of feels like their best probability play is just play super aggressive, take that all-out assault, and hope to win the game on 11 or 12. Didn't go for that. Played at their opponent's pace instead, and yeah, ultimately Adams and Atrocity were victorious. But still a really interesting game, and it's not over yet. It is a best of 3. So what do you guys think Team Yomo need to do differently? Like, how are they going to come back into the series?
I think the early game they played pretty well. It was pretty even until wave 8, 9, and after that I think they have to coordinate their mid-game sense a bit better. So what they are going to do in the mid-game, because Elliot went for the Triad Sentinel 10, while Joke went for 2 times Income King, and this game that kind of throw it away because Adamus and Atrocity didn't have shared weak waves. Well, they were both weak on wave 14.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And another thing also, like their roles, like when you look at Elliot's role and Joke's role, they don't scale as well. Like Elliot's role, what is this? He has 1 Iron Maiden, he has a Fire Lord, he has a Bone Crusher, he has a Warg, and he has a Fire Archer. Like, this is not scaling as well as a Champion, Nightmare, Sorcerer, Violet, Big Wolf Breaky. The Adams is playing the meta, knows that Scrapper is OP, with Rogue Wave. Like, when you look at these builds, you kind of have to pressure and play your roles as well. And I don't think they did that after wave 8, where you see now 14 they lose, so you have to kind of do something with AOA, that they also played their roles a bit more, and then I think they have a bigger chance of taking the second game.
If your late game role isn't that great, you have to try to end it early.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a replacement. Oh.
Are they getting new players in?
Yeah, yes, a silver guy.
On the bright side as well, the most broken mastermind in the game is now out of the pool for C20, G20. They can no longer play champion. And Aristocrat, which Adams really seems to favour, that's gone for them as well. They're going to have to expand their mastermind pool. Meanwhile, Yomo, they still have everything available. And look, I think in that game 1, you talked a lot about roles, Nico, and I think Joke was playing pretty well with a kind of suboptimal YOLO role. Like, it wasn't terrible, but it was certainly not a great roll. So, if they get a better selection of units, who knows how the game goes. We are about to hop into game 2, once again waiting for Demon Shepherd to herd his flock through the loading screen. And then
Potato internet. Potato internet.
here, it's so hard when you're like padding the commentary waiting for a player to load. You've no idea how long it's going to take.
What do
I
you
think
guys
he's
think of the shepherd, by the way?
the shepherd.
Not that we forget it. Yeah, the sheep. The
Oh, the
elites
new
is kind of
mastermind,
been-
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of been overshadowed a lot by how strong Evolve and Champion are. So, like, Evolve on release was just insanely broken, and here we have Atrocity picking Evolution, by the way. And Champion is just it's broken. It's an absolutely broken mastermind, even after the nerf. So Shepherd, which I think is good and interesting, I think it's a balanced mastermind. So when you have two like broken masterminds with Champion and Evolution before the nerf, nobody wants to play anything else, right? So I think Shepherd kind of got overshadowed, but I think it's good. And hopefully we'll see more of it in the future. But for now, what do you guys think about these mastermind picks?
I think they are exactly the same as yesterday from Atrocity and Adamus, right?
Uh,
First, Atrocity picks the champion, and then he picked the Evolve. Same for Adamus.
I think yesterday he like mega minded into Evolve, so they both ended up playing Evolve in the same game, which was quite fun.
True.
Yeah.
But Adamus rolled the Angler with Chaos, which is a really good unit for your Chaos.
Yeah, because you always get that power spike, and it helps you to like play around some of what can be awkward waves for Chaos before you get into the late game.
Yes. So that's kind of lucky for him. Elliot is going for a banker. Does that hold now?
I think
Maybe?
it's like 50-50. Sometimes it leaks 17%, sometimes 8%, sometimes it holds.
It's probably a position difference. I don't know.
He didn't boost
You
it,
gotta
right?
ask Jules.
No, he didn't.
That is
Oh,
this
it
an eight?
holds.
Nice.
It holds, okay.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I think Joke's taken a very greedy role there. He's playing champion, but he doesn't really have any playable units other than Pee-wee and Tempest for the next few waves. I'm not sure I like that role choice from him. It's going to make his early game quite strange, I think.
He's really playing for the late game with his role.
Yeah. I mean, late game, his role is insane. If he can get like a champion Hades with Leviathan buff and Boars to tank, then his late game role is crazy. But Atrocity and Adamus aren't going to give him an easy early game, right? So I don't know. It feels greedy. We'll have to see how he plays.
You can either stay overbuilt with this role, or you can just push and accept the leak and get strong in the late game.
Yeah, he's pushing.
Here.
Oh, he didn't get the
Okay, he's
robo
going
out.
for the push stick.
Hmm.
Oh, he already used his champion on the Zerker.
Yeah, that makes
Well,
sense.
you kind of to.
You go 6 workers, you champion the Berserker. I think that's a pretty fine way to play. It's certainly better than trying to greed it for the Hades. But yeah, when he picked his super greedy role, I thought he might be going for something crazy like that.
And Elliot shorts out.
He does. He's got the
Sorry,
boost.
like
He only gets a DT though, so I think he should have been fine. And maybe he wouldn't have been fine anyway. Like this is even with the boost, maybe a small leak there. Joke,
And again-
meanwhile, champion Berserker,
He's
it does shred the wave pretty quickly, but it's still not quite enough. 49% leak for him, 28% for Demon Shepherd, and First Blood will go the way of C20, G20. Shouldn't be too much damage though, there's no power mercenaries in.
They should be fine here, but again, if you look at Elliot's role, he doesn't really have anything that scales
Yeah.
into the game.
He has got his reroll still, same for Joke on
True.
you. And first evolution
And my-
already on the table there for Atrocity. The evolved fire elemental pretty darn strong. We do have the first power mercenary coming out of the game, wave 4 into Adams. Adams adds 2 gargoyles though, I think he should do pretty well against this.
Adamus is basically on value with protons.
But he does have an angler on board. I think he's leaking, but he's baby leaking.
He's got a really nice aggro split though, like all of his units were sharing damage. Does leak now, but he's killed basically everything. Like against a robo, he's very happy with this leak.
Yep, especially like he is 7 workers and he has an angler on board.
And they also have the Mithium. They kind of the pressure now. This
Yeah.
makes Atrocity able to send a brood
Yeah,
to Elliot.
Talking about workers, Atrocity is leading the pack by miles there with 9 workers, and that really is the power of like an evolved fire elemental because it's just so strong for the first 5 waves. So how is Demon Shepherd going to handle this brute? He is hunting his pack rat here, so that might be something he comes to regret as soon as this brute walks into his lane.
And
It's
he's not
really
short
greedy with
scaling.
his build.
Oh. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
this
leaking
is
a
a-
lot.
He's getting absolutely overwhelmed. This is going to be a pretty bad one, I think, for Demon Shepherd. Does get one more creep there at the end. 50% leak, though. Luckily, Joke is able to hold this time against the double lizard, and he's trying to catch up in workers to Atrocity, but he's up on 10 now.
Yeah, this game is already looking rough for
For
Joke
Yomo,
and
yeah,
Elliot.
and they're taking even more king damage here, so dropping sub 80% already. That Jules win probability is just growing in favour. Ah, well, actually, it's looking. I don't know what happened in between the
No
end of
idea.
last wave and the start of this one, but Jules is saying it's pretty even.
I mean,
Elliot.
income-wise, they're also behind.
Elliot hunted most of his waves, right? So... Oh, he fell behind in Mithium. Atrocity actually surpassed him now. But before that he was kinda even with Atrocity. Just because of the hunts.
They have a decent bit of Mythium stockpiled on the side of Yomo.
Yep, yep.
When do you think they're going to go? Will it be 7? Looks decent.
Yeah, fire. The elemental combination isn't that great anymore on wave 7.
It's
after
full
the
magic
changes.
damage now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And there we have the mole. Demon Shepherd just going for the income, though. So that's what you were saying before, Nico, that Elliot just loves his income too much, right?
I mean, Elliot sees the bounty and thinks, okay, he's going to KP, and knowing
And he
Adams,
does.
he
He
is
does. Yeah.
going to KP. So I understand this income for sure. They have the advantage, and knowing the players, they wouldn't just over push or risk that advantage. Just play it safe and try to scale.
That's a good
Well, the
shout there
problem
from
with-
Demon Shepherd. I think Adams actually had to sell something to pay for that Kingpin as well, so the income send here is actually a really good shout from the Shepherd. So the real question is how Atrocity is going to handle this mole send here on 7. The answer is with an evolved Fire Elemental and an evolved Rogue Wave, and those things are actually just dishing out massive damage.
He's holding
He's
that.
minus. He's minus 100 under, man. He's
Yeah.
minus 100 under, and he's pro leaking.
With like bad units, right? Evolve is
Okay,
broken,
okay.
man. Evolve is so broken.
Up. He has like how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He has 8 wolves on the board, man.
He's
On wave
really
7.
maximising that passive, the Howler passive, right? He knows exactly how to use it.
He's the rank 1, he should know how to
He
use
should
the
know,
Howlers.
yeah.
Meanwhile, Elliot is going for the full incomes after full king-ups after income. To not feed. Well, Adamus kinda has a free mid-game now. Same for Atrocity. Also not really pressure on them. Meanwhile, Adamus is saving on Joke. It's probably 9 if you look at Joke's board.
And Demon Shepherd is
Yes.
leaking to a Dino here. That's not ideal for him when he has a pretty big worker disadvantage. I mean, just look at that on the other side. Atrocity and Adam's 14 and 15 workers to the 11 and 12 of Team Yomo. This economic advantage is gonna start snowballing out of control.
Yeah, we see the Triad Sense coming out from Team C20, G20.
Yeah. Interesting full send here from Demon Shepherd. Like, he doesn't really have much Mythium at all. He's going for a Brute Robo on 9. I can see it working if the Brute doesn't get sniped and it just gets to slow the Kingpin forever. But the real question is going to be how well can Shepherd and Joke hold against these full sends here. Now, Shepherd, he's plus value, so he should do pretty well, I think. Joke, though, I mean, his board looks really bad on 9.
Yeah, he only has pierce damage, right?
Yeah. And the Mimic is straight on the ball, so it's ignoring all of those juicy peewees. Now maybe it gets to snack. It's on the Berserker. That thing goes down. Still no gold, actually. It's a 0 gold Mimic so far. Okay, now it gets some. 8 gold. That's not a fantastic Mimic. So 92% leak there for Joke. And Demon Shepherd, he's actually leaking plus 30 value here on 9. This game is going from bad to worse for Yomo.
Yeah, he even boosted this bank, but it kind of gets sniped pretty fast.
Oh, they're going to
Yeah,
take a
and-
decent chunk of damage here, guys.
Yeah.
This is rough.
It would be one thing as well if they were leaking while having the worker advantage, but they're actually miles behind their opponents.
Yeah, this game is looking rough.
Yeah. So, Jules is saying 79% win probability now for C20, G20, 420. I don't know.
And if you also look at the boards now from Adamus and Atrocity, they don't really share a weak wave anymore. A common weak wave.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
During the
don't.
mid-game. No. Maybe wave 12, but yeah.
Things are
But the
certainly
problem
looking
is,
rough
yeah,
for Yomo.
there
Like,
is Smite in the game too, so.
yeah.
There is one shutdown from Atrocity here. Or he could just leak to no send, or are the wolves evolved too
The
strong?
wolves are really strong on 10, yeah. Like, Aqua's obviously kind of dead value, but Howlers and Sunfangs, they're pretty decent. Alright, will
And
this
Elliot
be the
gold.
last send of the semi-finals, guys? What do you think? We've got GK coming out from Adams, Ogre from Atrocity. Will Shepherd and Joke be able to hold here, or will they be out of the tournament right now? What do you think?
Not sure about the GK though, but Adamus knows better, I guess.
It feels like the
Nice.
Leviathans should shred it, right?
Yeah, that's what I think.
But he does have a vet on board and a lot of PVs and one boar and a Hades, and his only damage is a small baby berserker. I think
Yeah.
he's leaking.
Yeah.
I think Elliot is also leaking, unfortunately.
He has a bunch of
He might
treants.
do
He has
well.
a Lord of Death for damage. I feel better about Shepherd's Lane than I do about Jokes. He's getting that Ogre down pretty quickly. Now he's onto the wave. Meanwhile, his partner, he did kill the GK. He's not killing too much of the wave, although he also has that Lord of Death. So DPS not terrible. Lord of Death is going down in Shepherd's Lane. He's going to be leaking half there. That's a 66% for Joke. That's a 42% for Shepherd with 33% HP on the King. I think that equals defeat.
Yes, this is over. Well,
Wow.
this was kind of perfectly played from Adamus and Atrocity.
Yeah.
They kind of abused the mistakes from Elliot and Joke.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they really are. They're so good, the Damned and Atrocity, that if you make any mistake, it doesn't matter like how small, they are just going to punish you for it really hard. And we saw that in both games. In game 1, Joke's income on 9 just gave them a free victory on wave 14. And in this game, I don't know, they just kind of they were just playing slightly better than their opponents every wave, and by the time you got to like wave 10, that difference was already overwhelming. They were like both on fire, they had 50% more workers, and just everything was going right for them. Like, game 2 actually felt more one-sided compared to game 1, and wow, I mean their play was just really, really strong in this series. So a very well deserved spot in the grand finals, then going the way of C20, G20, 420. Do we know from the other semi-final who's going to be joining them, or is that one still going on?
Let me check.
Let's see.
I didn't check it yet. Where's the bracket?
I'm slow. Let's see. Where is it?
Let me
The result isn't shared yet, at least.
I'm checking
Yeah,
Valus
that's
match history. It looks like that was also a 2-0. So that one must have ended pretty much the same time. Well, okay, I mean, the semi-finals have both concluded, guys, so that means the grand finals is going to be a matchup between C20, G20, 420 and the Spont machine, so that's Fine and Sagittarius. So pretty interesting finals match there. We will have a quick 10-minute break before we get into that, but before we do you guys have any final thoughts on the semi-final?
On the final, you mean, or the semi-final?
The semi-final, so the games we've just seen, like, what is it that you think makes C20 so scary to face?
I think they are both veterans in the games. That for once they played a lot, and therefore I think Atrocity even has an Excel sheet with every unit in it and whatever positioning, and beating that is really hard if you don't have that. So yeah, I think they have the best chance to win this because they already played a lot together with each other, and Fine and Saji are experienced in tournaments, of course, but not with each other. I think I'm not sure how many tournaments they played with each other.
They've definitely played together before. They for sure have played together before. I'm not sure if they've won together, but they definitely have experience playing together. Yeah, so I think between the two teams, it's going to be quite a hard call to make. If I had to choose, I'd probably give the edge to C20. I think Atrocity and Adams are just playing really, really well together right now. Maybe a bit biased though, because we haven't actually seen any of the games from Spont Machine, right? So maybe they're playing just as well. Who knows? Well, the answer is we'll find out in about 10 minutes' time. So let's take a quick break, guys, and then we'll get straight back into that grand final match. So don't go anywhere, and we will see you soon. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. It looks like we have a special guest joining us on the cast right now. Nico, who is this fine young gentleman?
Hello. Hello. My name is Melody. And I'm a weird cat.
Melody is a weird
I
and
like
also
this
very
music.
cute cat. Melody
Yeah.
is in for a treat right now because he's just in time for the January Grand Finals. So, two teams facing off, absolute titans of the game. We have Atrocity and Adams, who we've seen playing so well throughout this tournament, and their opponents are Spont Machine, so that is Fine and Sagittarius. Two extremely good players, but we haven't seen any of their gameplay yet this month. What do you guys think? Like, do you have a favourite here? What sort of gameplay are you expecting?
Well, during the break, I was thinking about Fine and Sagi, and we can expect a YOLO from Fine. He's also like a YOLO player, so hopefully they do something like that. But I checked their games a bit, and it seems like they are just going for the stable, safe options as mastermind choices.
You do get a bit more to play with in a best of 5, right? So maybe we'll see a YOLO pick or something like that. But I mean, the story of this cup was always going to be champion. It just is too strong right now. But other than masterminds, what sort of play style do you kind of have with these teams? We talked a lot about Atrocity and Adams and how they're just strategic and very, very solid players with really good decision making. What do you think about Fine and Sagi?
Fine. Well, in ranked, Fine is a bit more income heavy, and Sagi is a bit more of a strategic center, let's say it like that, going for the more long saves. So maybe they do the same in these kind of because we didn't see any game from them yet. So I expect that Sagi is a bit of enabling, is going to enable Fine a bit, but let's see. And yeah, goal wise, Sagi is a really strong player, making the mid game calls.
Yeah, I think Sagi's mid game and late game calling is very good, where Fine actually struggles in my opinion, because he tends to be baited into sending, but his early game is very, very strong. Like, he knows how to utilize his value for as many workies as possible. That's going to be interesting, but I don't think they, like you said, Penny, before, they don't have much experience together, and their play styles can be quite similar in comparison to Fine and Pava did when they played together.
True. I mean, good points there. I actually need to flip the scoreboard here. I have the teams on the wrong side. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a cough as well.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, you guys talk about the masterminds. I'll settle my throat and flip the scoreboard.
We have a potential champion, Sakura, for Atrocity. I think he will pick that because he also played it a lot on stream. And then we have the Aristocrat on Adamus, like expected. So the same mastermind combination as before. Saboteur on Sagi and Cartel on Fine. Also the same combination as they did before. So far they are playing with in their comfort zone.
Yeah, we're going to have to ask if Atrocity and Adams are successful here. I need to ask what is with this champion aristocrat pickup every single time in game 1.
It's not respectable.
Isn't going for the Sakura here, but is going for the Pirate. Or Egg even.
He's staying 2 workers, that looks like an egg to me.
On Champion, Egg is so broken. Like, if you're with this new patch, it's very difficult to actually get your egg popping and have it like a split tank with a ranged unit on the right side. Like, I never get it right. I feel like you need to kind of... Atrocity probably knows the right positioning, so you have the perfect split tanking where it doesn't get sniped as well. But like when the egg is a champion egg, it still survives.
Yeah.
Survives even if you don't get it.
You could just drop a couple of seedlings and you're fine.
The
Yeah.
thing is with champion, it's percentage based, right? So the egg is 400 gold if it hatches with no debuffs, and that just means you're getting the most possible value from your champion in the early game. Like obviously late game and you have an upgraded tier 6, there are better options, but for like the first
Oh, it is.
13 waves or whatever, egg is pretty much the best possible champion in the game.
Yeah, and even received the snail here. So he's kind of safe on the next wave.
Yeah.
So
Can
Atrocity,
Fine.
fine
Yeah,
with the
sorry.
wrong gamble. Oh no, go on.
Fine can still robo if he wants to, but it's very risky,
Yeah.
and Atrocity's staying 3 workers.
Will he robo after income?
He has the
Let's see.
Mythium.
Yes, he tries.
Think
But I
you have
think
to
it-
try.
Yeah, but I think Atrocity is fine with all the seedlings. They're doing
Seedlings
so
are
much damage.
so much damage, yeah. The question is, will this one tank? Because if it does, they may all die.
It was already
Alright.
there on the last wave and there it didn't tank.
Yeah, they look fine, right? The wave is just absolutely melting under the reflect of the egg and 5 seeds as well. This is an easy hold here for Atrocity, who did have the 3 workers. He's going to be in such a good spot right now.
Uh-oh.
Adams is leaking 50%
Uh-oh.
to a dragon turtle, though.
Uh-oh.
Did he just Waldo his teammate's egg? Adams?
Yeah.
No,
Uh-oh.
I think it's...
Uh-oh. Oh no! That's so heartbreaking. Atrocity did everything right, and Adams, he played too greedy, cost his teammate dearly there.
Okay. We have a game again.
Yeah,
I, in this,
Volgams.
I don't know. I think I would sell Seedling here. Or
For the
build an
workie?
angler with the... Yeah.
yeah. Now he goes
Oh,
for
he
the
builds
angler
an
instead.
angler.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that's so sad for Atrocity. He was going to be in such a great spot this game if that egg only survived.
Okay. And the dam is holding here, probably, versus the Fiend. Should be fine.
Didn't we see this exact thing with Adams in one of the semi-final games? He got fiended on 3 and like leaked half the wave.
Yes.
Some people never learn, it seems. Fine,
Well,
leaking very
he is-
small here, but that's absolutely fine.
Adamus is doing the doofus strat, right? So if you leak a lot, then you get more gold from your leak.
Yeah,
leaks
yeah.
afterwards.
We do have the Power Mercenary coming out, so Brute it is, walking into Fine's lane. He's got some pretty good units for Wave 5, though. Gate Guard is obviously fantastic, and if the Tempest tanks the boss, I expect this to just be a hole. We'll have to see. The tanking is very important.
He should be fine versus this cent. And
Yeah, the Tempest does tank.
Sagi is already saving his Mythium, probably for wave 7.
Yeah,
Looking
7
at
looks
Adamus board.
really good against both of them, actually.
Yeah, so far Adamus has 0 good units on this board for wave 7.
Mhm.
Plus he's
And
far
there is a
under.
leak there for Fine, 42%. Not terrible, honestly, and it does give them a very long wave while they're saving their Mythium.
Yeah, Fine only went for the snail to get this Tempest out.
Yeah. Oh, and the Treant Crusher as well just make the wave so long here for the side of Spont Machine. Could it even
10
be
is
longer?
going to be brutal.
They are going for an undercut though, so Adams and Atrocity, I think they know that they're so weak on 7, they just want to get some damage done here on wave 6. And it looks like it could work, right? Fine and Saji both look pretty bad here on wave 6.
Fine is going for the double buckler, I guess. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's far under.
There's not much else he can do, right? I suppose he doesn't even have the gold to double stack the kitty.
Okay. Sagi is going for the. He sells some units and goes for the Disciple. Not sure about that one, but it's the only thing he could do, I guess.
Hmm. I mean,
This is
Disciple
a
gives
really
him
good
some
undercut.
DPS, right? But yeah, you're right, Nico.
Yeah.
This looks like a very dangerous undercut.
They're both leaking. I mean, 7 is still going to hurt, but like they also have more income at this point.
47 there
Ah,
from Saji,
She's actually
and
not as terrible
fine.
as
yeah,
we
I was
thought it would
expecting
be.
worse. And this one's on like 0 HP, so damage should be minimal.
It's
But the
all the-
real problem here, guys, Fine and Saji, they both have north of 200 Mythium
Yes.
already saved. Atrocity and Adams both looking kind of weak on wave 7. This is potentially very dangerous.
They
They're
keep
saving.
They're even
They go
saving.
for 8.
Wow.
They go for 8.
Are they just going for a 1? Oh, and no, the Scrappy is being boosted here by Adams. That is minus 50 gold on the Scrappy.
The GK is going to hurt Atrocity so hard. Next wave.
Those are going to be like 340 cents or something.
Oh my goodness. This is a really good save actually, because you know they always going to income you on 7. Like they're not going for a leak after the undercut on 6.
Yeah.
It is cringe, but it's also smart.
And their Mythium totals are just absolutely crazy. 280 there for Fine. 300 already saved for Saji.
Already 2 threads, 2 Ghost Knights coming out. And expect some Brutes or something to support it. Not sure.
Saving, so maybe he wants like a mole or something post-income. Saji, by the way, we're calling him Saji. He has changed his nickname into something which is literally unpronounceable. So we're just going to have to say with Saji, I think.
Or Tona. Or Tona.
Tony, we can call him Tony, maybe.
Tony, yeah. A hermit for Sagi.
I guess he didn't quite
was
reach the mole, right? I don't
Yeah.
think he's going to get that robo. But these sends are absolutely enormous, guys. 340 Mythium for both Atrocity and Adams. And the Scrappy, he spent the 50 gold last wave. He couldn't spend it again this wave. He is leaking everything. He just barely killed the Ghost Knight there with the last attack of the Scrappy. Atrocity can't say the same. His is still alive. These are
Guys.
enormous leaks here on 8.
Guys, they're dead. They're dead. They don't have much. They
I
don't
mean,
have full
surely,
spell.
right? Yeah, the
They're
King Ops
dead.
are just lacking.
They're just dead.
One more spell, is it enough? No, they need one more. Oh, they survived!
Oh.
Okay,
Oh my
that was 93% king damage on wave 8 there. And it wasn't even that much of an all-in play, right? Because they've been in control of the game on Spont Machine. Their worker lead is massive. Their income lead is massive.
Yeah, they only save for like 3 waves from 5 to 8, right?
Yeah. It's just that the waves were so long, right? Like wave 5 lasted forever, wave 6 lasted forever. Yeah, that was just absolutely crazy. Those double 100% plus leaks on wave 8. The question now is, how can C20, G20, 420 come back into the game? Do they have an answer?
Yeah,
Looking at the boards, if they can go to 13, so far the boards are Fine and Sagi don't look good on 13, but yeah, Fine got a soft hidden.
Mhm.
So yeah, will be hard to win this game, and not like Elliot and Joe, the Sagi and Fine are saving their Mythium.
Yeah,
for the killing
they
blow.
see their opponents in one-shot range. They see
Yeah.
overwork potentially, and things could start getting very scary for C20.
Yeah, and with the income of Atrocity and Adamus, they are kind of allowed to do this
Mhm.
to save longer if they want to.
They have finished the regen on C20, so their king will start to get some hit points back, but I just don't really see it being enough when the massive send comes in.
And Sagi is pro-linking here.
Yeah, just causing a long
think
wave. Again, they already
just
have
go
a
for
pretty
it.
scary amount of Mythium, and here's the wave 11 send.
Oh, 11, okay.
Yeah, I kind of expected them to go longer as well, but they already have a ton of Mythium, so why not?
And they have a lot of workers, so it's going to be a very good overwork value for
Yeah.
both of them.
Oh, everyone is going for the race, by the way.
It makes sense.
So
Atrocity
even
and the
Atrocity-
Dams, they're thinking, like, maybe if they skip here, we undercut, or if they send here, then our best chance is a race, right? Like, they're not going to survive any amount of leaks, really, when they have 18% on the king. So, just go for it. Boosted Scrappy and a prayer.
Well, it's versus a Ghost Knight, but it also sends a pack with it. So Ghost Knight is kind of going down faster.
Yeah. Fine and Saji are both going to leak here. Like, their values are
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
low. The question
might
is, will
even leak
C20,
faster.
G20 leak first? This might just be a race. Like, 47
Yeah,
HP
yeah.
on Spont Machine as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. Oh, the Doomsday guys. The atrocity
Oh,
positioning.
wow. Atrocity
The
with the
Doom-
positioning. Is it
Yeah,
ever
but
going to be
listen,
enough,
Chelsea-
though? The Scrappy, meanwhile, is
Oh,
absolutely clapping. It's still a leak, though. 50% for a Dams. Atrocity, Fine and
Atrocity
Saji have
just
both
holding.
leaked way earlier. Atrocity does eventually go down, but has he held on for long enough? Because this leak onto Spont Machine reaches the king way sooner. I think they're just dead here. They are, before the creeps even reach the king of C20. Wow.
Okay, that was a nice play of Atrocity and the damage to go for the reason
So,
there.
that was a really nice play. Well, not the undercut, but committing to the race there. I even think, by the way, if they had just played like Income King, Atrocity and the Dams are going to survive that wave 11 send, right? Because they'd have a tiny bit extra gold to build with. They'd have full king upgrades. And yeah, but obviously winning the game with a full send is even better than surviving. So really nice decision there. And we were already talking about like Fine and Saji closing the game whenever they chose with the aggressive spell. But no, the race didn't actually go their way, and C20 G20 really starting to look unstoppable now. I'm not sure we've actually seen them lose a single game this whole tournament.
No, I don't think they dropped a single game so far. They went 2-0 against Abkhaziyet, and
Yeah,
they haven't dropped a single game.
crazy. I mean, that's
And they really have been playing well.
they've been playing super well and really showing that they deserve their spot here in the grand finals. Now, once again, the aristocrat and the champion is gone, so they can't pick those masterminds again. It is a best of 5, so they're going to have to use a few more than we've seen them use throughout the rest of the tournament. But I mean, the game was super close, right? I think this was probably the closest game we've seen against C20 G20. So I guess if anyone can do it, then it's going to be Sagittarius and Fine. But I don't know. I mean, they just seem so good right now on the side of Atrocity and the Dams. Like, what do you guys think?
Watching the previous game, they Fine and Sagi actually have a chance for versus Atrocity and the Damas.
Mhm.
The problem was that they were also in one-shot range now, right? So they did the correct thing, made the correct call for 8, but also took some king damage on 8 or on 6 and on 5, but also put them in a lower range. So if they can try to prevent that a little by pushing maybe one worker less and going for the 300 cent or whatever, maybe they can win then.
Yeah. Oh, we're about to find out, guys, because game number 2 is here already. The players are not messing about, straight on with the action. It is a 1-0 lead in favour of C20, G20, 420. Can Spont Machine bring it back? We do see the champion snap pick there from Fine. He's got pretty good options for it as well. Like Priestess of the Abyss, I think, is probably the best unit in the game for champion, other than perhaps an egg. But the egg is more conditional, right? Because you also need the Graal or the skeletons to be able to play the egg.
Yes.
So as an all-rounder, I think Priestess is probably just the best.
True. And we have cash out now on Sagi. So they actually changed their masterminds from previous game.
Atrocity and Adams don't, though. They're straight in with the evolution and the chaos for game 2. This is very systematic from those guys. Like, it's always champion aristocrat in game 1. It's always evolution chaos in game 2. I mean, maybe if they're forced into a game 3, we'll actually see what they play next.
Like as I said, they really are playing the meta. Like, they know which units are currently overpowered, and their ranges and the right positionings. Like, they really are a force to be reckoned with in the late game. In the early game, we have seen some mistakes. Like, there are some, but in the late game, it's very hard to catch them off guard or outplay them.
So Atrocity this time not really with a unit that he can evolve early on, like his Fire Elemental.
Right.
Okay.
Saji's role is pretty good. I think he rolled out the Butcher, or didn't you have the Butcher? What do you think of the synergies, Toykin, and Saji's role?
His role doesn't seem amazing, honestly. I mean, this unit is just fantastic for the early game, so there's that. But he doesn't really have like any aura or natural synergy. He just has a selection of good units, right?
True. And he already rerolled, so he can't even find another role anymore. So he's kind of stuck with this. And he doesn't really have synergies with his role, not like a Tempest or APS or whatever.
Oh, speaking of APS, Fine's just found one in his reroll. That is phenomenal with both the DK and the Sovereign, depending which one he wants to make. Still hasn't used the champion on his Priestess, by the way. So I wonder with that APS pickup, is Fine even considering to just be ultra greedy and use champion on one of those like big carry units for the late game?
Well, he is again getting saved, right? Adamas has his auto sent on, so he doesn't really need it yet.
Yeah, true.
So he can delay it again after this wave.
Yeah, and until he's actually being pressured.
Yes, so maybe he can just save it for a Sovereign, maybe for something like that on wave 7. That's the area where you can... he has the Pirates, by the way. So he can just build a Pirate and place a Sovereign or a Shadow Dancer later.
Alright, another round of income here. So yeah, I mean, it does seem like Atrocity and Adams are playing auto-send right now. We do have the champion used, though, on the Priestess. Pretty solid choice.
Well, now he's kinda unleakable till wave 7. Did Adamas and Atrocity, they also went for the income in the previous Chaos Evolution game, or no?
I was wondering that too.
I think the difference here is that we only have like economy spells. There's no all-out assault, there's no overwork, whatever. So that it looks like everyone's just kind of playing for scaling right now. But Spont Machine do seem to have broken the record. They are saving their Mythium. And when do we think it's going to be? I mean, Wave 6 looks pretty bad currently for Adams and Atrocity.
Yeah, they probably also want to go Wave 6 to protect their Wave 7, right? With the Pip and the Priestess.
And they are pretty pushed. Like, they're 9 workers, both of them. And Adams and Atrocity might see that and choose to opt for a full send as well, while they're higher value.
Oh, they are going for
Okay.
What?
income. Oh, Pro League. Oh, this
Pro
is so.
League.
Oh, I don't
This
like
is
this
so good
income
for Finest
send.
Lucky. But
Yeah,
on the other hand, Priestess, Champion Priestess is so hard to league.
Oh, they're also income sending.
okay, that's interesting. I feel like they could get some pretty big damage done here if they wanted to go for a full send.
Yeah,
Oh, Adams is... I was going to say playing really risky, but no, okay, he's actually full building, never mind.
Adam is not going for the deep coiler. It's a bit surprising for me.
Yeah, the deep coiler is like so good on wave 6, 7, and 8.
Yeah. I'm
And the
kind of surprised
Daphne
by
also
that.
does. Like, Atrocity just killed all this damage. Like, he would have leaked super hard to happen himself.
Adams is just fine here. Yeah, Atrocity also versus the income.
He would have leaked
Everyone is
really
just
bad
fine.
against like a double brute though. Fine leaking to the
Yeah,
Fiend.
I
Well, they
actually
kind of
also...
protected their wave 7, right?
Yeah,
So their
true.
goal was to protect wave 7, and that's what they did now.
Yep.
And they're higher workers. Like, I really actually like the income send.
Oh, we get
And we see
two full
Sneaky
sends
Brutes.
here from both Sagi and Atrocity. So hoping to catch them unprepared. Adams... I mean, he does look pretty weak here, honestly. This should be a leak from Adams, I think. Meanwhile, Sagi is playing very greedy, so his value is super low. I do expect to be a leak there as well.
Yeah, he only has a Badger and a couple of Harpies here. Fine is fine with his Pirate Skeleton. Let's see. Yeah, Adamus is leaking pretty bad, it looks like.
So's Sagi, though. Like, his frontline getting absolutely rolled over. 57% there. And 61 for Adams. So basically identical leaks. And we should have two teammates covering as well. So yeah, probably
I'm
not
not
any
sure.
king damage dealt yet. In fact, this
I'm
game
not
is
sure
like
if
super
covering this.
close for both sides right now.
Yeah, it's pretty even.
Role-wise, I tend to give the edge to Atrocity and Adams currently, but Fine also has a hell of a role with Champion.
There's also the thing that like Evolve and Chaos are just broken in the late game, right?
Yeah, with Chaos you can always find your answer. And the Adamus is going for the deep coiler here.
Well, there is another full send as well coming out from Fine this time into Atrocity. Atrocity is starting to spend his gold on those evolutions though, and that should be enough to keep him... yeah, he's triple evolved on this wave. He should be absolutely fine.
Yeah, he's easily holding here, right? If his Daphne survives here.
Yeah, the Daphne's easily surviving there. Gets another summon on the gate guard as well. And that looks like a pretty comfortable hold from him. Meanwhile, of course, with the deep coiler, Adams is absolutely clapping. And the other players only received income king, so no problems there either. Okay, well that's a nice failed send there into Atrocity, giving him a decent advantage there as well.
Yeah, this game is really different from last game. Last game we had the long saves already in the early game.
Yeah.
But this time they try to break their opponents with power mercs, but mostly it's just income king.
Well, this game is what like Shadow Wings would be calling handshake gaming, right? Like it's very income king heavy. All of the players are just kind of getting their own economy rolling and not really trying to starve out the opponents just yet.
This kind of benefits Atrocity and Damus, right?
Yeah, I mean you say that, but Fine and Sagi they do have the income lead so far into the game, so It's not going badly for them. But that said, the champion player will lose 10 income on wave 11, and Evolve and Chaos, I think, tend to scale better
Oh.
into the late game.
Oh, the third coefficient is the deadliest. It would have linked
I'm
pretty
not
hard.
sure Fiend King Ops counts as a cope send, but it certainly is the
It
deadliest.
should have been. The thing is,
Always the
Atrocity.
same.
Yeah, but like Atrocity was punishable this game. Like he was punishable on 6, on 7, on 9.
Hmm.
But Fine chose to send on his strongest waves. Like he has
Yeah.
2 Daphnes for 9.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is that he also had like a evolved Harbinger if he wanted, right? So if you pressure 9, he could just evolve that one.
Yeah, and
It's really hard
be
to find
completely fine. There is a post-income brute here added from Adams, and with the Azeria on board, that should be a leak for Fine.
Yeah, we see again really low value from Sagi on wave 10.
And Sagi is
Really
also
smart.
Valdoing.
Yeah, against the Dino only. Adams leaks to no send, but yet
Yeah,
more king
that's
damage is going to go onto Spont Machine here. They do have a lot of king upgrades, so the damage is minimal and the regen is already ticking. There's yet more income coming out. This is by far the greediest game that we've seen so far on the tournament, not just in the finals day, but group stage as well. Everyone tends to play a lot more pressure in Nova Cup games, but this is like a ladder game in terms of income king.
Yeah, well, we see embargo at least now from every player. So we expect a wave 14 cent, I think, looking at all their boards.
I'm actually kind of surprised that Fine didn't take the Titan. Like, Titan champion Azeria, isn't that just incredible?
Yeah, it can't die.
Hmm.
But he's already placing his Antler quite far in front, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it
yeah,
probably
that's
doesn't
true.
tank that much, right? Especially if he starts to put units in front of the Antler as well.
Mm-hmm.
In which case it kind of makes sense not to take the Titan and just go for the economy instead.
The Sakura, what I've been noticing, Atrocity likes to scale with Sakuras, but I feel like they have kind of fallen off with this patch.
Well, they scale per wave, right? So the
They
later
do.
the waves, the bigger their stacks are, or
Yeah.
the stronger their stacks are.
I think he would have
So it's
liked it
kinda-
to not die on 11, but unfortunately
Yeah.
he can't always get his way.
Yeah, and what I would also like to point out is that Adams is at 15 workers when Sagi is at 21 workers.
Yeah, that's a really big difference. And they already have the income lead as well. And just look at the Mythium, though, guys. So Sagi has like literally double the Mythium in the bank compared to Adams, while already having more income. He's just in such a good spot.
Yes. But Sagi was the only one that didn't went for the income. He didn't go for the income, right? On wave 11.
Which players would you guys give the edge to on wave 14 when we're sending?
Oh, well, actually, it's going to be 13. So let me stop you there, Nico, because Atrocity with the double evolved heroic Scrappy.
Oh my
I
goodness.
think, well, he's not boosting it, so he's not paying the 50 gold. He's perhaps not expecting the send to come here, maybe expecting 14, just like yourself. But even
they
so,
kinda
like
expect
the Scrapper is
14.
still a very strong unit on wave 13. The question is, will it be enough? Adams is really undervalued.
Honestly, I think Atrocity is leaking as well. Like his tank value on this wave are 2 arcane tanks and a fortified tank.
And a boar. Yeah, it's not great. And the fact that he couldn't afford the boost is really punishing him here. If those scrappies were
is
boosted,
huge.
this is probably just a hold, but without it, it's a really bad leak, and his teammates not faring much better. That's 80% for Adams, 73 for an Atrocity, and what an undercut here on 13. This is so much gold going the way of Spont Machine.
This is so much gold.
The one positive for
So far, it's
C20, 420 is that they did save their Mythium here, so now they have the pressure lead. But this is just so much damage, so much leak gold going the way of Fine and Saji.
Fine gained like 280 gold from this league, a little bit less.
Yeah.
They're
And
both on
Saji was
fire.
at 21 workers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
now you're
Atrocity
kind
and
of
Adams,
forced to
they've
skip.
caught up now, right, after receiving that send, but this position for Spont Machine is looking super strong.
And I really like the save here by Saji and Fine because they know they have enough gold to Pro League or do really good on 14. So they're just going to go for. They're forcing their 15.
Fine is kind of lacking tanks for wave 15 though.
I mean, look at his value though. Like he's already on 3.1k here on 14.
He already has the value to hold wave 15. But
The send is
They
coming
are
because
sending.
Atrocity and Adams, they can't afford to skip 15 themselves. All
see
right.
the Ghost Knights coming out again.
I mean, who do you think's in the better spot? Because Fine and Saji are actually going to be closer to value than their opponents, who are going for the longer save.
I think even if they leak, they don't die, and the other team dies.
Yeah, the other team with 36% HP on the king, they cannot afford to leak, and I think they will
Also,
in fact be
Sagi-
leaking.
Sagi isn't receiving like some big tanks, so his Lemurians can kind of insta kill the wave.
Yeah. Well, does this left side Lumerian stay alive, or is it going to die too quickly? It's actually getting completely run down. Wait, no!
And
No! It's perfect! 8% HP on that Lumerian. I mean, that was... how dare I doubt Sagittarius? I mean, I apologise.
And the
Fine is
Lumerian shields
completely
himself.
fine.
Yeah,
Fine
yeah,
is
yeah.
just holding, it looks like.
He may be leaking
Right.
the Needler, but meanwhile Atrocity and Adams, they both leak. There's 2 full HP bosses reaching the king, and I just don't see them surviving this.
If Fine starts sniping the Needler, he would have hold here. But
It
they
doesn't
just
matter
win.
though, they just win here, so we have a tied series on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. C20, G20, 420, who have looked completely unbeatable until now, finally drop a game here in the grand finals against Spont Machine. So we're now effectively playing a best of 3. Both sides have used up champion, so the strongest mastermind is gone. The difference is cash out there being used by Saji, while Adams got his win with Aristocrat. So pretty exciting stuff. What do you think we're going to see in game 3, guys? And have your predictions for the series changed based on the way that we saw Spont Machine play so well here in game 2?
Nico?
Okay. I don't know. After after the second game, it could go either way. Like they're both playing well, and I really liked the second game by Saji and Fine because they knew they wouldn't want to go 13 into Fine. He was too strong, and also into Saji. So he saved on 11. He full pushed like a psycho, and they went for the undercut on 13. Like it was just smart play, which tells me they're focused, they want the win, and the other side is also incredibly overpowered. So I have no fucking clue. I want a good game. I want a close game. I don't want to stomp, and I'd be happy if any of the players win.
Fair shout. Toyken, your input?
It's the same as Nico. No, it's like a coin flip, right? So far they are performing kind of the same. So it's just who picks the best line in the mid game wins the game.
Yeah. Who rolls the best
Yeah.
units?
Yeah. Yeah, it's also pretty role dependent, right? So if you have a really good role without any weak waves,
Your
from both
game
team
becomes a lot
members,
easier for sure, for sure.
yes,
I agree. I think these two teams are very evenly matched. Like even game one that we saw go the way of C20 was a very close. It was a race, right, on 14 or wherever it was. No, 11, right? And then
Yeah.
this game here, Mush Bomb Machine. I think they are actually really controlling this game. So it felt a bit more one-sided than game one did. I guess, yeah. I think given that game one was so close and this game two was more heavily favoured for Spont, I actually think they have the edge here. Like tiny edge. We're talking like 5% edge. But I think they might be in a better position. We'll have to see. We'll have to see because C20, G20, they have been incredible so far this tournament.
It's the first game they lost. So
Yeah, literally the first game they've lost the entire tournament. So yeah. All right.
everyone
It
is
looks
ready.
like
It
the
seems.
players are ready. We should be able to get into the next game pretty quickly. And yeah, I'm just glad that we don't get like a 3-0 blowout because we've had so many 2-0s throughout the groups and the semis. It's nice to actually see a close fought series here in the grand finals. And yes, the players are really keen to get on with the show, and we are straight in with game number 3. Let's go!
Well, let's see if Adamus and Atrocity will switch up their masterminds or stay with their plan. And so far, Adamus is picking Chaos.
Chaos, yeah. Megamind this time from
Fiesta.
Atrocity.
Oh, nice. A Fiesta game.
Interesting.
waiting
Well,
for
that
that.
was a Megamind as well, so he didn't want to be Fiesta, but he has got Fiesta Pixies.
I don't know. I don't really like Fiesta Pixie.
It's
makes
quite
you
different
vulnerable.
now that it's 5 Mythium, right? Like, I think when Pixie was first released, it was something like 8 Mythium when Pixie died, which is just insanely broken.
Yeah.
And now it's been reduced down to 5, so a pretty big difference there. And yeah, it definitely feels fairer. It's still strong though, and it really sucks to receive from that. Like, if you're the player sending into the Fiesta Pixie and you get all of that League Gold, you're pretty happy. If you're the one receiving from the Fiesta Pixie, you get none of the League Gold for the first 3 waves, and you get these much bigger sends. It's kind of rough.
Yeah. But the problem with the Pixie is that you have so many weak waves also. Like really weak waves, like wave 7. If you overinvest into the Pixie, you just leak full.
Yeah, true.
So it's hard to balance the amount of Pixies and the rest of your value to not leak full every wave.
Yeah. His
And-
teammate is already
and Turkey-
building to be strong on wave 7 though, so I like
Yeah.
that from Fine with the Trinity Archer start.
And what do you think of like his other units besides the Pixie for the overall Fiesta role in terms of pushing?
Yeah, it's a pretty rough roll, I would say.
Yeah.
And also the Tempest doesn't really have synergy with anything else. Maybe it was his only peer solution, but it's kind of a misfit in
Yeah.
the rest of his role.
Well, having said that, Tempest at least synergizes with itself, right? It's
True,
not
true.
the same as if you just had APS, for example, as your aura, and you can't build a circle of APSs, but you can build like a Leviathan Tempest circle if you don't have anything better.
Everyone is going for a small income here. And Adamus is... Oh no, not greeting. I was
No,
like...
just deciding what he wants to build. He
he
actually
received-
receives the
yeah, he
40
received-
here. And that's the
Yeah.
thing with the Fiesta Pixie, right? Like, you just get bigger Mythium sends than everyone else in the early game. His Gate Guard, will it get the second summon? This is really important. It does.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
That
okay,
that
that's
would have been
really
a disaster if not.
Taji leaking 80%.
Yeah, against a single
Just-
snail. And meanwhile, the Dams just holds against the double. That was a really clutch second summon there. The Gate Guard was pretty low HP at that point.
Yeah, that was the difference between leaking the half of the wave or holding.
Meanwhile, it looks like Sagittarius has been taking Fiesta lessons from Doofus McDooface, going for the leak entire wave strategy.
But now he gets more gold if he leaks again, Penny.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
don't
true.
understand it.
True, true, true.
Can we call it the doofus strategy from now on, please?
We
Help.
certainly can. Alright, there is a power mercenary coming out here from Fine into Atrocity. How is he going to do? I mean, he already has the casket on board, but the rest of his units look really bad, wave 3.
I'm really surprised.
Is he
And
going to
does-
full house here?
He's full housing. He's full housing.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
that's... Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, 60%,
Fine
okay.
is
But
also
meanwhile, Fine
leaking.
leaks 77 here to a DT on 3. His Fiesta teammate actually is holding, so that's good.
He's killing the pixie.
He is killing the Pixie, yeah, but they're taking yet more king damage. Like, it's wave 3, they're already down to 85% HP, which is not terrible, but more to the point, they've given a lot of leak gold away to their opponents.
And this is the problem with Pixie Fiesta, is because like you need a teammate that holds, because
Yeah.
you are going to leak. You're leaking on 4, you're leaking on 2, you're leaking on 6, you're leaking on 7, you're leaking on 8. Like you can't hold, or you have to overbuild. And having like Fine is a teammate that can hold, but he doesn't want to. Like he likes his worky, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
very hard for this guy to hold.
He wants to
Yeah,
play
no,
his own game, he wants to scale as well.
Mhm.
He's getting a full income here, and he's probably holding. He's kind of overbuilding with bad units.
Will he get the
So he can push
summon? He will get the summon. Okay, so he's going to be
Yeah,
completely
he's
fine as
holding.
well. Yeah. There's another Brute Send coming out here from Fine. Oh, this is a really nice Fiesta. Okay, it seems that Sagittarius has been learning Fiesta from... maybe not from Doofus.
From Toykin.
From Toykin, yeah.
From me.
Oh, big wave 5 send actually. The safety mole here as well from Sagittarius into Adamus. With the mask on board, that's effectively dead value here for wave 5. He does get the
Adamus
Harbinger
dead.
upgrade though, which is obviously a very strong unit on 5.
Atrocity has to surprise Pipsqueak.
Yeah, if Pipsqueak tanks the boss and survives, he can probably do very, very well here. The sends are pretty massive though. 120 for Atrocity, 160 there for Adams on wave 5. Those are huge sends. The Pipsqueak does survive for Atrocity. That's pretty clutch there. The Harbinger going down before the second summon though. That's very punishing for Adams. He's leaking badly over here in lane 4. 64% there. Atrocity doing phenomenally well. I mean, is he just holding?
Yeah,
Mhm.
Atrocity
This
is
one.
holding.
What a
But
beast.
the mole on the king on wave 5 is just insane.
It's a lot of damage. And we did get a
Yeah.
pretty nice Fiesta leak for Sagittarius as well. So those Pixies are churning out the Mythium. And yeah, they've more than equalised that early game king damage down to 66% here for C20. They're really feeling the pressure.
And Jules is saying that they are favored too, like big favorite. With the
Very,
50
very slightly, very slightly. The 1% edge, yeah.
Okay, so they are not going for the 7 play. I'm kind of surprised by that.
Yeah, I'm kind of
Versus the
surprised by that
Pixie.
as well, actually. Like, if I'm looking at the roles of Fine and Sagi, you were kind of saying they're not the best, and I would agree. So their late game options are not looking super strong. I feel like with those sort of roles, they need to be trying to close the game out by, like, wave 10 at the latest, right?
Yeah, both rules of Fine and Sagi are kind of bad. And they are also like only defensive spells,
True.
like buff spells.
Atrocity leaking small to the income send here, and it looks like a perfect Fiesta here for Sagittarius.
He's kind of pulling them out.
Yeah, juicy. I mean, putting on a bit of a Fiesta masterclass here is Sagi.
Yeah. He has 17%, 31%, 15%, and a 17%er.
Absolute
Okay.
juices. But the thing is, he's not getting one extra gold from his leaks, Toykin. So, who's the real winner? That's what I ask.
Fine is receiving a mole on wave 7.
Oh, but he has
Atrocity
the
going for the imps.
Trinity Archer, right? Like, isn't that just going to melt the wave like butter?
But he barely has any tanks. He has a buckler, he has a seedling, and 2 K-cars. I think he could leak, but if he's leaking, it's not a huge leak. But I think he's leaking.
All
Also
right, let's
Brute.
see.
Like, the Trinity Archer needs a bit of time to melt the
Yeah.
wave, and he doesn't have any supporting tanks for it.
Gate guards both
Um,
die without getting off the second summon. You're right, Nico.
This is a pretty bad leak.
69% with a Trinity Archer on
Nice.
board. That's
Nice.
really not ideal. Fiesta teammate is doing much better. Got a pretty big send of his own there, the 140.
think he's holding, but
Yeah, looks like
this is
gold.
pretty rough for
Yeah.
Fine.
He won't be able to cover anything in the mid, so they should take a decent chunk of king damage here.
Well, I think Fine also sold his pirate skeleton and some seedlings, so he also lost some extra gold by doing that, and still did pretty bad.
I wonder if it would have been better if he just upgraded the skeleton and went for another harp.
Maybe,
against the
right?
moles.
Just have some tank value, and I mean, we saw that what he didn't work out too well, right? So presumably it couldn't have gone much worse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe the pirate, so his harbingers could actually get some summons out,
Yeah.
buy him some more time.
I do think if this game goes late, C20, G20, 420, they have a pretty big edge, right? Like they have
Yeah.
better masterminds for the late game. They certainly have better roles for the late game. And Stash as well is always just really, really strong if you find yourself in a late game scenario. Like,
Yeah,
you know
but
a big
trust
send
me,
is coming
you
on
used
13, you pop the Stash, you pull off a miracle
He
hold.
used it.
Penny. Stash. No.
He
Stash
used
no?
it till 7.
Oh, he used it on 7. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, I didn't see that.
But also we have Magician in game, and Dams has Atrocity has anglers,
Mhm.
and the Dams has gates with Magician. Like, this role is like, look, this role.
Yeah,
we're
their late game is way better. I agree.
Damage is chaos, of course. You first have to place the gate here, but he doesn't.
He's chaos. Thank you, Twig.
The thing is, though, Atrocity and Adams, they don't know that they have the late game locked down, right? They're playing the early game pretty aggressively with a lot of power mercenaries. So, actually, despite having the better late game roles, they're actually in a worse position economically compared to their opponents. They have less income, less scaling.
It's income versus roll,
Yeah,
this game.
like it's all very well having a super carry roll, but if you don't have the gold to pay for it, it doesn't help you, right? And here's yet another full 240 Mythium send into Sagittarius, and he's just doing super well. I guess he might leak the mole.
Yeah, the surprise catapult helped him here.
Yeah. And that's yet another really good Fiesta. 29% there. His Pixie's dying, generating the Mythium. Teammate's going to be able to cover this time. Yeah, that's a really nice turn of events there for Team Spont.
Yeah, but that damage is also 21 workers, right? He's not. It's not that he is. That they are far behind, economy-wise. And Adamus is going for a mole himself. On Fine, and the mole is kind of denying the whole archer, which is good.
Yet
Yeah,
another
yeah.
power mercenary coming out here on 10. Fine is building up a bit, so
They are
Yeah.
kind of scaling with power mercs here.
yeah. I mean, look at the work accounts. Oh, Brute is on the Trinity Archer, so slowing down his only DPS unit. Will he even kill
the
them
mole
all?
is still alive.
His front line's
We're killing
dead.
them all.
I guess he does kill them all,
Yeah.
yeah.
Killing them all.
But still a decent amount of HP left on that boss there for Fine's leak.
Well, maybe he kills the pixies now, doing his teammate a favor.
Yeah.
Atrocity leaking small here. Really, really small.
Now, what do we do from here, guys? So we're all
Kinda
saving.
late. 30, no? If you look at the
Yeah.
boards. But
Oh.
Adamus is going for the income.
Oh, both. Atrocity and Adams both go for the income sends here. All right.
Saji is going for Sakuras.
Ah, yeah. And with the Wanderer here as well, just to guarantee those Sakuras stay alive for the wave. More to the point, though, Spont Machine, they do save their Mythium. So with this income send, Spont are certainly in the driving seat when it comes to pressure. But if we look at the rolls here for Adams and Atrocity, like, when are they even weak? There's Kingpins for 12, there's Catapults and Lumerians, and even a Hidden Doomsday for 13 and 14. I don't know, I think leaking C20 is going to be a really tough call now for Spont.
And especially now with the king ups, it's also really becomes really hard to kill them now.
Yeah, they just have no pressure, right? While Spont can do... Well, they can do whatever they want, but when are they going to get them?
I think
13 kind
13.
of looks juicy.
Yeah, I mean, we do have a Titan Lumerian on Atrocity, but the rest of his units are trash in 13.
But he also
we only
has
have
like
the
a
Titan.
Doomsday hidden in his roll, and Adams, like he Chaos rolled into Avenger here, so he's going to be super strong on 13 as well. I don't know. This just
My
feels
favorite.
like the game is kind of slipping out of control for Spont Machine because they needed to win in the early game, right?
It was like, is Atrocity saving all his gold? But no. He doesn't have the balls.
He saved 105. Done. 105 gold.
Probably to get his Doomsday out next.
Yep. And I mean, Saji is plus 209 value, but it is Sakura value, which kind of signals to them that they don't want 13.
So everybody will send on 14. I will be... what will Adamus and Atrocity do? Will they go for the income or will they also go for the Triad? These kind of decisions are so hard in this meta because one missed Triad send kind of wrecks your whole game.
Yeah. But at the same time, like, skipping and leaking big and losing half of your King HP also pretty much ends the game, right? Because the leak gold is just so high right now.
Yeah, but you can also income King.
Yeah, income King, yeah, that's what I mean. So you have to make the right call.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be income for Atrocity and Adams.
Yeah, they see Saji is like plus value with mostly good units, but actually...
They're saving!
Wow!
No,
I think this is the one outcome that none of us thought was going to happen. A full income send here from Spont Machine with C20, G20 saving their Mythium altogether. And now what was a big pressure lead for the side of Spont is completely flipped on its head. C20, G20, they saved here, receiving Income King, and they can pretty much do whatever they like from here on out, which I think most likely going to be a Wave 16 send?
Probably with all the slime mummies on the board already.
Yeah.
And the gate guards.
Look at Saji's value, though.
Yeah.
That's kind of wild, like... no?
He's popping the Sakuras.
Yeah.
And he is also not... He's also on the highest workers, right? It's not even that he's on low workers doing this. He's on the highest in the whole game. So I'm expecting Adamus and Atrocity to push hard here for 16. The problem is if you are over pushing that you're undervalue 16 by yourself.
The thing is, Saji's gaining over 100 value every wave just from the Sakuras. Like, even without building, without anything else, he's gaining 100 value from Sakuras alone, which is kind of crazy.
And he does have good tank answers for wave 16, to be fair, but
Yep.
he does have this and a lot of slime mummies.
Yeah. But these things are pretty good damage on 16, and like value is strong, right? And he has a lot of it.
He has enough value for wave 17.
Yeah, like literally, he does. Yeah, and it's 15
And
currently. That's wild.
oh, they're full sending. It makes sense. They have a full
Okay.
king.
And here comes the big send from C20 as well. So
Centaurs.
will Sagittarius's value prove to be high enough here on wave 16? He's going to be comfortably ahead.
He is overvalued, but a lot of his value is fake, of course. And also a lot of his value is bad on this wave.
Yeah.
Going for some pirate skeletons, but these should be fine-ish at least.
We were talking
Fine
about
on the other
the
hand.
Leviathan, by the way. Like, he has built a full Leviathan Tempest circle here, which is honestly pretty good pierce damage.
Yeah, true. Let's see.
And Fine does have the Magician Circle as well to help him a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like extra 200, 300 value. But his archer is dying.
By the way, I just want to point out Team 420, both receiving 420. It's poetic.
Oh my goodness!
I don't know if they're too
Penny-
happy about it, though, because it looks like a pretty big leak there for Adams. Atrocity, he's doing well. Fine leaks 86%.
Ooh,
Sagi, that's 56 for
Oh.
him.
I think this favors the side of Sagi and Fine, no? Or are they not living this?
I mean, they leak
Yeah, they are living.
way more, but this was a much longer save, right, from the side of Atrocity and Adams. They do have to survive, and they do. They took a lot more king damage, though, and king damage is a lot of gold at this stage of the game.
Yes. But the problem is, when do you want to leak Sagi now? Wave 18 is not really an option. You kind of have to force wave 20. And it looks
Can he
like
skip 19 though, Toykin? Like, you have
Yeah.
a lot of swift armor on the board.
Yeah.
yeah, that's the problem.
This unit's very strong, though. But I think you're right. Well, maybe they can just because of the value, right? Like, Sagi's already 420 value ahead, and he has 420 gold in the bank. I think he can do whatever he wants.
And Fine is also shifting 700 gold here.
Yeah.
He
I
doesn't
think-
like his archers though. He's letting them die every wave.
Mm-hmm.
I think he might protect his archer on 19. Hopefully.
We can but hope.
I think everyone is sending on wave 19. Like, we have 4 Sakuras on board and a catapult and a lot of slime mummies and a lot of swift armor. I think it's a race on 19 for everyone.
Well, I don't know if it's a race. I think Sagi just holds. Like, he's full building for 19 here. He's making
Yeah, he's
only
already prepped.
Samurais and Tempest. Like, he's read it correctly. Fine, it looks like he's building here for 18, so these will be pretty dead value on
And he's
19,
protecting his
but I expect Sagi to just hold.
Not sure if up bucklers were better for next wave instead of the pirate skeletons. Yeah.
Yeah, the bucklers would
Yeah.
definitely be better, I think, than pirates. But I don't know. Like, I don't really see Adams holding 19. Atrocity might. Like, Atrocity has a bunch of kingpins and wargs. We'll have to see.
And we do see dissent already coming from. Okay, sense from everyone.
Yeah, everyone sends. You guys were right. They couldn't afford to skip here on 19. Fine's. I don't think Fine is going to be fine here. I think he's going to be leaking pretty badly. His entire board is just glowing purple, by the way, with that
Yeah.
with that
he's so-
evolution. So that's kind of nice. He's got to evolve the bucklers, though. Come on.
Yeah.
And
Give them
he
some
needs to
love.
And he needs to protect his archer. I think it's dead like this, no?
Yeah, and that would be pretty bad if it does go down. His teammate, meanwhile, a lot of samurais, a lot of tempests. I think Saji just holds. Atrocity, he's got a chance. Adams, I mean, he did chaos roll into balls there on 19, but I think the rest of his stuff is just too bad.
He has like 260 gold that is doing nothing this way.
Yeah.
With his temper, with his catapult.
Okay, Saji is leaking.
Saji?
Or is he leaking?
No,
Is he
he's not leaking. He's got
Why
this
he's-
easily. Like, he's got thousands of value still alive. Fine does leak. Adams and Atrocity, they both leak. Is this lethal for them? 13
I think
creeps.
It is, right?
Is it?
It should. I mean, there's some like robos in there. The count is a bit misleading, but wave 19 is just so deadly against the king. And there, do you? Yeah, okay. It was close, but they do go down. Wow. Okay. Undefeatable C20, G20, 420 currently on the ropes here in the grand final because Spont Machine, it looks like they have their number. 2-1 in the lead. Really strong performance from Fine and Saji. Wow, I didn't see this one coming, guys, but they certainly seem to be commanding this series so far. Like, what do you think?
Yeah,
Can
well-
Atrocity and Adams come back?
Hopefully they can, and hopefully for them they don't roll into value generating units again,
Mhm.
or fight against the value generating units. This game was kind of won by these upgraded Sakuras,
Mhm.
making it
Yep.
really hard to go for undercuts and those kind of things. They were kind of forced to go long with all the Sakura value. And after wave 16 it didn't really work. Because they leaked too.
Yep, and we were talking about how Saji and Fine's rolls actually fall off late game, but he managed to save it by the Sakuras, like you said, Toikin.
Well, yeah, Fine roll kind of fall off, right? He wasn't holding anything.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, what can Atrocity and Adamus do? I don't think they actually can do a lot because they kind of play similar as the previous games and the same as yesterday. It's just the problem is that they had like common weak waves again. So 19, 16, these kind of waves.
I think the problem actually comes down to the early game. Like, it kind of became obvious there right at the very end on wave 19. But if you remember the entire early game, Fine and Saji were just like income king, income king, really snowballing their economy. While Adams and Atrocity, they sent a lot of power mercs in the early game. And they got some leaks. You know, they did leak their opponent quite a bit. But their income really suffered. So we look at their roles and we say, yeah, I mean, look, Adams and Atrocity, they have better late game on paper. But in reality, because their early game was so power merc focused, their income is just way, way lower than it could have been. Like, all of that adds up. Every brute is -3, right? So
Yep.
all of those power mercenaries, their income could probably have been, let's say, 50 higher coming out of wave 11. And well, maybe not 50, but you know what I mean. And that just really snowballs when you get into a wave 19 scenario. They would easily have had a few hundred more gold in value and all the rest of it, and maybe things would have been different because they did have better late game rolls. But I have to say, like, with their aggressive, like, income early game worker push on the side of Spont Machine, and the fact that they just made those like low-ended rolls work super well, right? Like the Sakuras did it, the elite archers, and just like Harbinger spam was way stronger than I thought it would be for Fine. And yeah, I guess it just shows you the power of income. fair play, but really, really not the way I expected that game to go.
So it really like didn't come down to the 19 cent only, but like all the small incremental decisions before that as well.
Exactly that. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and here we have game 4 on the way already, guys. The players are not messing about. Let's get straight into it. Game number 4.
Curious which masterminds we will see now from Fine and Sagi. You kind of are forced to play out of your comfort zone now after 2 games.
We
see
have
a sub
the
here.
double
Yeah.
evolution there for Atrocity and Adams. Okay.
Guys, I need to wait a minute before I can join the game, so you guys have to update me.
Oh no, you've been left out in the cold. That happened to me yesterday. Okay, we'll carry on then. All right, so we do have the double evolution pickup here from Atrocity and Adams. They have really good late game rolls as well, and I think with the Legion spells we see on the cards, if they go for an Income King playstyle in the early, they set themselves up for a
Yes.
very strong late game. Meanwhile, on the other side, we have basically the 2 highest income masterminds for the early game. We've got Cartel for Fine, we've got Saboteur for Sagittarius. Let's see how this game goes, because if it goes late, surely Atrocity and Adams have the edge with Evolution, but for the early game at least, Fine and Sagi should have that power spike with Cartel and Saboteur. So it's going to be an interesting one. And remember, guys, Spont Machine currently have the 2-1 advantage. If they win here, they are your Nova Cup champions. C20 need to win this game and the next in order to stay in the tournament.
Okay. Adamus is receiving a snail. Easy holding there.
Yeah, his teammate would not have held, by the way.
Nope.
In
He
fact, I
didn't
don't
go
think he's
for
holding the no send.
faking the Fiesta. No,
Never mind. It's Atrocity.
Yeah.
Of course
Yeah.
of course his bones are like slightly weirdly diagonally placed, and that means he holds instead of lakes. He's got that in his spreadsheet, right?
You have to remember it, Benny. You have to place it on the cross, like at the cross, like there.
Okay, right on the cross. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I need to get a copy of this spreadsheet, I think.
We need to start a petition, guys, where he has to share his spreadsheet with everyone.
Yeah.
And remember, Penny, I think you said in the beginning that, Sagi has more of an enabling, takes more of an enabling position in their dynamic. And I think Saboteur is a very good mastermind for that, because you can apply a lot of pressure into the guy you're sending into.
Yeah.
So I think this is going to be a really good game for Fine.
He can certainly
With
make
this
it work.
card.
He has a very nice early game role with the Priestess and the Ranger and the Skeleton as well for easy shifting.
Yeah, Fine is pushing to 7 workers here, right?
Yes.
First Power Mercenary, by the way, wave 3, into Atrocity, who did go to 6 workers, but these 2 units are very strong on wave 3.
I'm surprised that he went for the Seedling instead of upgrading or evolving one.
Yeah, I would like to see the Evolve as well. But Seedling is a lot of damage on 3.
True.
Crusher is going down quite quickly, though, with the Robo. Wait, or is it? Regen? OP? It does. Adams. Oh, we were watching the wrong lane. Adams 61% leak there to the DT, and 46 his teammate. Adams is earning the Waldo badge this series.
Adamus and Wave 3 are not the best friends this series.
It certainly seems so, and this unforced error really costing them 78% HP on the King.
So right away...
Heavy.
Okay. Fine should be fine here again. With his 8 workers, already kind of abusing the the cartel.
Yep. Yeah, only receiving Lizard King up as well, so not even trying to test him as a dams.
Think he would have leaked here, or is he still leaking?
He may even leak against the Lizard King up because
No.
his tanking was not ideal, right?
Mm.
Maybe if it got
It's
one more
only
heal.
small. It's only small for the 9. He has 9 workers, so he's kind of happy with it.
Yeah, I
It's
think
not
he's chilling.
terrible.
How good is Evolve and the Fire Archer in the early game?
It's not
um,
as good as some other units because Fire Archer uses mana for its spell, right? So when it attacks faster, it just burns through the mana faster. And then if all it's doing is like the base attack with no flaming arrows, it basically has way lower DPS. So it's not bad, like it makes it tankier and it does give it a bit more damage, but it's way better on stuff like the Crusher.
Okay.
And we see saves from everyone. Probably aiming to go 7.
Yeah. Pretty decent Mythium counts already for both members of Spont Machine and Atrocity. He's been saving as well. Adams is a bit behind, not least because he has the least workers, but actually it's the undercut coming here on wave 6. So Spont Machine going for a pretty big send.
But the Dams has the cape. How it's not a big fish though. It is 70 and he does have the pipsqueak with it.
I mean, he has 717 value on
Yeah,
wave 6.
I think Adamus is fine here.
He is getting double brute though. Let's see.
It
This
is
pipsqueak
surprising.
needs to stay alive. It is tanking maybe a bit too much. If Pip
Yeah,
goes down, this could be an overvalue leak here from Adams. Meanwhile, Atrocity looks like he's being overwhelmed, but the Fire Archer, can he kill the brute? He can.
He can even kill one more creep? No, he can't.
Oh, nearly. 55% leak there for Atrocity. And Adams is once again earning the Waldo badge here on 6. Leaking. It's a very small leak, to be fair, but he is leaking overvalue while his teammate is leaking as well. So even more king damage here going on to C20. They do get their retaliation send now, at least.
And 717 value wasn't enough.
It was not. He needed a little bit more, it seems. Now, the moles come out here on 7 into Team Spont. They got a lot of gold last wave, though. Fine, 810 value. He's exactly on recommended value here. Saji, I mean, he's not doing badly either with the slime mummies up. The question is, C20, they need some damage dealt now, right? They can't just afford tiny leaks. They need to try and even up some of that king hit points.
The Pota is unfortunately not tanking enough. How is Saji doing?
Yeah,
Saji
Sagi's
is-
slime mummy is popping, so he should be doing fine.
But
the
he
problem
kills
is it
damage.
pops. Yeah, now his damage dies.
But
I
fine.
Fine
He's
is
just
over.
chilling. That's an easy hold for Fine. Sanji does leak, but I mean, Fine has enough value left to hold most, if not all, of this. I had no split tanking though. Okay, that diminishes his chances of full covering.
He
This
still
is-
clears something in the mid.
Yeah. Very minimal king damage. And this is what we were saying, right? Like C20, they needed way more than this to bring themselves back into the game, I think, because they're already sub 50% hit points on that side. And Spont Machine, they still have more than 80.
And Sagi and Fine are going for their own reset now. With the brutes. And you kind of feel fake safe with the Kingpin. But
Yeah.
it really has low stacks, right? So,
Atrocity is building for wave 9 as well. Like, this thing, not great on 8.
Is the Pipsqueak okay? How many brutes is he getting? Because sometimes it's like dependent on the amount of tanks and brutes.
One
He's
brute, two
getting one brute.
robos.
Okay,
Pipsqueak. I
that
mean, that
gives
looks
me
like a
at
dead
Robo,
Pipsqueak to
least.
me. That is dying
And that-
very quickly.
and the brute is on the
The
kingpin.
brute is on the kingpin, yeah,
That's-
so his only damage unit is full tanking. That is dead now as well. This is a big leak
Big
here for a
leak.
dams.
I think
Also
they're dead,
big leak for it.
guys.
They may be dead.
I
This might
think-
be the championship decided. 50% there for Atrocity. They have some king ups, but no spell.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Yeah, I think the ostrich is right. I think we have your Nova Cup champions decided here on Wave 8 in style. Spont Machine are your
GG.
January Nova Cup champions. Holy.
Well, GG to them. They got them.
Yeah. Wow, okay. Let me see
That's
if
insane.
let me see if Fine wants a winner's interview.
Oh, I never heard Fine, right?
I've
Is he
spoken to
ever
him
been on
once
the bit?
before. He says yes.
Ah.
Okay, let me see if we can get them in here. I might need to play about with the Discord roles, guys. So if you don't mind talking about the game.
Yeah, well, there was not too much to talk about because it was a pretty quick one. But the undercut on wave 6 did enough damage to make the wave 8 play possible,
Uh-huh.
and also it gave them enough gold to hold the wave 7 cent themselves. So created a long wave, and like I said, if you have a small stack kingpin, you kind of feel safe. Well, you actually aren't. You're still vulnerable to power mercs,
Yeah.
especially the green boy.
Mm-hmm. And
But yeah, it
Yeah.
was pretty good played from Sagi and Fine, especially defending their 7 by going hard on wave 6.
All right.
I
I've
also think
sent
they
them-
played their masterminds really well. They have really powerful early game masterminds, and Fine pushed to 9 workers after the 4 cent, enabling both of them to go for the undercut. I mean, 120 and 140 Mythium is also a lot to hold.
Mhm.
Yes. Yeah, Fine got away with his 8 workers early, right? So he was chilling on 8 workers during wave 3. Still able to hold decent, or like basically hold on wave 4 because he was built out with the lizard. Generating him a lot of Mythium already.
Mm.
And yeah, like you said, they played their masterminds correctly with Cartel. You kind of want to end the game before 10, right? Or at least close after wave 10. And that's what they did.
Hi,
Hello.
Hello, Polska Guru.
Polska Góra.
Polska Gorom. All right.
Congrats, man.
Sorry, I was just giving Sagittarius the roll.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello. All right, we have everyone here. Congratulations, guys! Really well played.
Thank you.
We were going into that series saying that C20, G20, 420 looked absolutely unbeatable, and then you guys just wiped them 3-1. That's crazy. Like they hadn't lost a single game the entire tournament so far, right up until the grand finals where you just clean up. So well played.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Can I ask
Yeah,
what are you guys thinking about like the current mastermind power levels? Like, is champion just way up there, or is there anything else that can contend?
Yeah, Champion is probably the best mastermind right now after this buff.
hmm
Yeah, even after nerf, he's OP.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even after the nerf, it still seems very strong.
I also played Evolution for the first time. I haven't played this, only Champion.
hmm
And it also seems pretty good.
Your board was crazy there, Fine. I mean, we were I was talking a lot during that game that you guys just didn't have the late game combos that the other team had, right? Like they had some really solid late game. There was chaos for a dams, and you had two like pretty early game rolls on your side, and you just end up winning the game on wave 19. Now I know you had like better income, better workers, all the rest of it, but the fact that you won a wave 19 race with like Elite Archer, your most expensive unit, is kind of crazy to me. So fair play. And on the other hand, your board just looked really pretty because it was all glowing bright purple.
Yeah. I mean, this game, Sagi was very ahead early, and all I had to do is not troll, and I trolled early. So I was a little behind, but yeah, I had good evolution circle with Magician
Yeah.
and Harbinger, so if I was a little bit ahead, I would do much better, I think. But
Yeah,
Sagi
yeah, yeah.
carried that game.
I mean,
Luckily.
Saji, with your Sakuras, like you're generating over 100 free value every wave just with the Sakuras. It was kind of nuts, honestly. Like you were plus 500 against recommended value more or less every wave, and it's just all about those Sakuras, just infinite value. Like, did you have that planned all along, or is it just the way it played out?
No, I didn't think about it at all. I hope that we would end this game much earlier, but actually our opponents didn't have OP Compass.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Adams had Starcaller's SOE Magician, but I mean on wave 19 it's not quite strong.
Yeah, true. Like he did have the obvious weakness there on 19, but I was in that game in particular. I was a bit worried with the way it was being played. Like you guys had really early game roles, and you were playing Income King, and they had like really late game roles, and they were playing like Power Mercenaries, and I mean, it obviously worked out for you guys because you just scaled and had way more economy than them. Maybe though, if they had played greedy as well, you know, with income and all the rest of it, maybe it would have been different because they just have the better roles for late game. But I mean, we all saw how it turned out in the game.
I think we also had more workers because we started like wave 4 and 5, and then after we income we had just more income, so we didn't need maybe better roles because we had better economy, right?
Yeah, definitely.
At least Sagi, because I was behind that game.
Well, you say that, but Evolve just seems so strong in the late game, right? Like your purple board was performing way better than it should have done according to your value. So, yeah, fair play. But it's not all about that game. You know, the whole series I think was mostly pretty close. Like game 1, you guys ended up losing the race on 11, but we all kind of thought you were going to win there already. And then even the other games, the 3 games that you won, nothing felt like completely one-sided. So your opponents obviously played a very good game. You got any words for your opponents?
GG's were late.
Very sporting, very sporting. All right, I think that's enough questions from me. Any questions from Toyken?
Well, 2 games you actually won via an undercut. Was that something like you guys planned before it? Because Atrocity and Adamus are mostly going for standard lines, if you know what I mean. So if you know week 14, then they try to force 14. Was it something that you planned before it, or was it something that you just did out?
But which wave? Because
like the wave 13 in the first game that you won, and wave 6 in the second game.
Yeah, I mean, I think they just didn't look that strong, and we knew that it could be F14, but as we had embargo and we got that additional Methium, we just decided to go 13, and it just worked well, and then I think we went 15, or I don't even remember.
Yes,
yeah, but
15. They lost a lot of gold.
Plus,
15, yeah.
Plus they had Scapis that
Yeah.
are not good on waves with small creeps, with small amount of creeps. So
Yeah, and I also remember they had both had Scrappy. So also if we went 14, then they could just easily hold when they boost them.
Mm.
So we
Yeah,
knew we had to look
freehold.
for like unexpected lines for sure to leak them if they don't boost the
Yeah,
limits.
Yeah, true.
Well, it obviously worked.
Yeah.
Nico?
I wanted to ask, did you guys like, was it a random decision to team up together? Or how did it come about that you decided to team up with Sajid Fine or the other way around?
I mean, we played a lot together because we played like 2 years ago in Nemesis League, I think that Shadowwings made, and we also played like I think last year we played like 3 or 4 Novas together also, and I don't know. I think we work well together. We had like 2 second places last year, almost 3, but we lost to Augur 4i on A7.
But you were the unfortunate ones.
Yeah.
thank you.
I remember. Oh no, that was the cancer meta. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And we lost 3 games. I mean, 3 games were Ogre 4i, or was it 2 games? I don't know.
I think
mean,
you
we
will never
definitely.
forget this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
And how are you guys enjoying the current meta? So we've talked enough about your victories. Like, how are you feeling about the state of the game with the new masterminds bringing a bit more spice into the game and the January meta? Are you enjoying the game?
can you please remind me my last nickname?
Yeah, Sagittarius famously not a big fan of the previous meta. So is the new one any better for you? Hello?
I guess that's a no.
What was the question?
We know that you didn't like the last meta. Is the new one better for you?
I think yeah, new MMs are quite fun.
Yeah.
I think it's better than last meta for sure.
Good.
But
Good.
I don't quite like it anyway.
Okay. I mean, it seems to suit you. Like, you guys, you've managed to clap the Nova Cup finals, so it can't be too bad a meta for you, right?
I mean, we might read it well, but not necessarily liked it, right? I mean, I prefer more income-heavy meta.
Mm-hmm.
But
Same.
but the new masterminds seem interesting. I also like champ buffs because
Champion is so
I played.
strong.
Yeah, and I liked champion before, so now after buffs I like it even more as it's broken.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, the new MMs. I mean, I didn't play the Shepherd one yet, but yeah, I played Evolution and it seems fun.
Mm-hmm.
Just it would be funnier if the game were more heavy income, but I guess nothing I can do.
Yeah.
Need to starve.
Yeah, you need to start. Certainly in Nova Cup, right? Although we did have a very income-heavy game, at least in one of those games we saw.
I had a third one, right?
Yeah. Like the Wave 19 game, you guys had super high income and workers, I think. So it wasn't too cringy, that one. But anyway, I mean, that's all of the questions from me. So all that's left to say really is a huge congratulations to the winners, Fine and Sagittarius. Really well played. Shout out to your opponents, of course, because I think they played a very good series as well. Certainly kept you on your toes. All of the usual shout outs to everyone behind the scenes. So Schnerd, who really worked overtime yesterday, getting all the check-ins working. And of course, Team Legion for making the game, sponsoring the tournament is incredible. Thank you very much to my lovely co-casters Nico and Toyken. It's been an absolute pleasure. And that's about everything from me. So any final words from my co-casters?
Well, it was fun to do it once again. and we had some fun and interesting games. And GG's to Fine Sagi, of course. Like it was fun to do, fun to watch, and nice games to see. So thanks.
Nico?
Yeah, same thing from me. I was very happy that we had all the maximal games possible and that it was so even on both sides. Two very strong teams in GTs.
Yeah, definitely. And our winners then, any final words from you before we end the stream?
Polska Góra.
Polska Góra.
And it's also nice to see Lucy and Draghi not win for once.
True.
Finally, some other win.
Yeah. Cool. Saji, anything from you?
GG's.
GG's. All right. On that bombshell, guys, that is all we have time for on the January Nova Cup. And we hope to see everyone back here again in time for February. It's going to be an absolute banger. Anyone in Twitch chat, by the way, the tournament is free for everybody to enter. We do have 5 divisions, so feel free to enter and give yourself a shot. Until February then, guys, that is us done. And we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.